guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have another video with this thing. And this time he brought some fakes. I forgot. I said Megan me up. Because if you watch, well, nobody has seen the video. Only one person, well, two people have. I made Megami the strongest. I'm just gonna flat out say it. But when Goku gets mastered Ultimate for DD Ultimate, he'll be second. But right now, he's the strongest! Alright, now we have this all set up. Yuji, you ready? Yup. Don't forget the lessons I taught you with your cursed tool. Right. Hold it correctly. In place! Now go! Megami Sword Strike! More like multiple people's sword strikes. Because I've copied almost every power. I've copied a few. Or I've made things that look like them. Like I've almost made something super identical to all of Sukuna's moves. Oh, you think I'm scared of you, Hulk? Wait, he just came out and he just regrowed his limbs, came from the air, turned into a Hulk. But you're a fake! Oh! Just said boom. Now come with me, bro. You want to use weapons? So we got fake villains to fight for you? Come on. I'd even say please. Ah! How did I go through your vibranium? My sword's too strong. Yeah. And that one was just too late now. You won't you humiliate my new generation of villains. Are you sure I won't Sukuna identical transformation. Sukuna identical transformation. I learned a few techniques. What? What? Ow! My foot! My foot! My foot! My foot! Ah! My foot! My foot! I'll just regrow it. What about now? Back to my super identical transformation. This is a super identical transformation, isn't it? That's what I thought. Oh yeah, you see this? Kashima's lightning? Also copied almost. And here's Sukuna right here. Here's a little look. The physical Sukuna looks like this, but he still has his power. He's see how far you can stretch him? He's just one big ball. One big blob. That's why me and you should call him Blob. Help me! You guys are on my side, right? You cannot get me out of this. They said it was terrible. I'll even get you. Ah! Please, spare me. I'll try my best to use lightning. If you just get me out. How did you just save him like that? It's called an idle save formation. It comes from my generation. Now show me the lightning that you promised. Fine. Thanks for the help. Come back into the spaceship with me. Before he left, he had to do get healed up just fine in there. Yeah, we care. We're a bit different. We care. Ah! Ah! That's just, his pure energy just pushed me back. And I don't even have my cursed energy. So. And watch this. Somebody come to me. Like you too. If it's really that strong. And squish, squish, sand squish. Back into a blob. Save me just one last time. This time I will not be a failure. I'll do better. I will. I make a promise. Like I will try my best to do better. Oh. Oh. I may end up having to risk my life to win. Yeah! Let's rip that thing out of the ground and throw it straight at him. This is 90%. After becoming the strongest. I am the strongest out of them all. This is a risky move, but there's an even more risky move. How are you still breathing? Because I am. I'm still alive! And I'm living. Ah, this power. It's overwhelming. You don't think that would kill me? Because, after all, he just... How are you so strong? Tell me. Because I mastered. I trained. But now, I have to take one of the most risky moves of my life. Give me. Illusion. Illusion. Description. Now, something really risky. Possible! Alrighty. This is gonna be really risky. Let's do this! Don't expansion. Infinite gamble. If I can't pull this off, I'll die. I did it! I pulled it off. I pulled it off. Oh yes. I can pull off 2 domains now. Another domain! You did? Right! I should recover instantly. My Sukuna forearm is coming out. Come on. Curse energy. Ah! We're so melting. Ah! Oh! How did you pull 2 domains? Cause I train! Good! Domain. Ah! This is a big risk, but die! It's raining. You can see it. It's raining. You're just dying. You're dying. I may be dying, but you're dead. I took a big risk. If I had, I just barely pulled that off. Inomaki! We're finished. Sushi. Oh, we barely won that one, but we still did it. Yeah! We did it without Sukuna getting revived again because of you, Mega Man. Yeah! We also surpassed Gojo. We surpassed Gojo. It's only because I copied and I trained and I messed with my power. Alright, guys. please try and contact 01 Studios and get them to release the JJK mod. Like, seriously. Like, guys, we're actually gonna be watching a video on this. That's how mad I am. Because I just want it. I just want it. I want it so bad that I'm watching video. Okay? Okay. Guys. Alright, guys. We have pulled up the YouTube website here. Let's go. Zero. Alright, guys. We're gonna watch all of these. They should have released this a long time ago. Look how cool this looks. And they have the domain for, but we're gonna be watching these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna be watching. I need to do.
Hello guys, we finally made a long-awaited Jujutsu case in Beta 7.0. In the new update we added new abilities, new domains, new characters, skins, and changes in Jujutsu Kaisen mod. Well, let's get started. In the new update, we have improved the reversed curse technique system and it has become more better. Now in the context menu you can slow down the character's healing speed. The deceleration varies from 1 to 10. And now, I want to show you the difference in speed settings. Uram is a newly added character in the mod. He has 22,700 cursed energy, new abilities Ice Formation and Resistance to Cold that are located in the context menu of the hand. Also he has the Hollow Wicker Basket domain, Cursed Energy Reinforcement, and Reversed Cursed technique. Ice Formation includes 11 powerful abilities that can freeze an opponent. First we'll look at Ice Punch. After enabling the ability, each punch will freeze the opponent, and it does a lot of damage. The next thing we'll see is Strong Ice Punch. This punch is very similar to a normal ice punch, but its difference is that it creates a new effect and does more damage. The third ability is Freeze Wind. At the moment of activation of the ability, user releases a freezing wind from his hands that freezes everything in its path. The next ability is Freeze Beam. The user releases a freezing ray from his hand that quickly freezes opponents who fall into his attack zone. Now we move on to Icicle. This ability creates an icicle that flies at high speed towards the direction of the hand. When hit, it freezes and cuts people into pieces. The next ability is Small Orb. Despite its name, it is one of the most powerful listed abilities. When you hold down the button, the orb will begin to increase in size. The more you hold the activation, the stronger and faster the orb will become. The seventh ability is Frost Mega Orb. This is an enhanced version of a previous ability. The longer you activate the ability, the stronger it becomes. When used, the user releases the Frost Orb from his hands, which, when in contact with something, creates a strong explosion. Now we move on to the eighth ability, Ice Fall. When activating the ability, a large icicle will fall at a high speed to the place where you pointed with your hand. If it hits human, the icicle will cause huge damage to him. Now let's talk about Frost Calm. This ability can create ice spikes in front of the player. They are able to pierce and freeze the enemy in front of you. Let's move on to the Spike Attack. This is similar to the previous ability, but differs in that this ability spawns spikes to the place where you pointed with your hand, as well as spikes become larger and give huge damage. The last ability is a tornado. During activation, the user summons an ice tornado that deals damage and freezes the enemy. The longer it takes to activate, the bigger the ice tornado becomes. You can also install freeze multiplier. Then higher the number, then more effectively the abilities freeze enemies. Inverted Spear of Heaven's sprite has been changed. The sprite has become smoother. The Cursed Energy Reinforcement ability has been changed. Now you can see the Set Protection Power panel in the context menu. In it, you can change the value of user protection. We also added a new ability for Yuji Itadori. When touching the essence, scissors appear that begin to go forward and cut the limb until they reach the border of the limb. You can also increase the speed of the scissors in the context menu of the hand. Dagon has received a new domain expansion. So far, it does not give any effects, and can only be used for beauty. It has working water in which you can swim. New skins have been drawn for Toji, Sukuna, and Itadori. Itadori received the skin of his clothes when meeting Hikari, and Sukuna received his signature robe. Megumi also has robe skin. Toji received Zenin's clothes, as well as a casual version of the skin. The next character in line is Kinji Hikari. He has 17,000 energy, many hidden mechanics and abilities. Let's get to them. The first ability is Doors. You'll find this ability in the context menu of the hand. By selecting it and pressing the F button, Hikari will use a door attack that will trap a person between them, dealing damage. However, it is possible to dodge this attack by stepping aside. Also, Hikari has 4 skins: torso, undershirt, and coat. You can change Hikari's hair color to blonde in the context menu of the head. Now we will move on to the most important addition in the new update, Hikari Domain Expansion Idle Death Gamble.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
To start Idle Death Gamble, open the context menu of the head and select Idle Death Gamble in Domain Expansions. After that you will see the starting lobby. Select Hikari's front arm and press the H button. Hikari will roll one of 3 balls. The color of the ball will affect the jackpot chance. Green is 1x, red is 2x, and gold is 3x. After Hikari rolls the ball, press the H button again. One of the doors will appear in the middle of the area. It is also green, red, and gold. When using the doors, their chances are multiplied with the chances of the balls. When the chances have been determined, the cutscene begins, in which the hero of a fictional manga appears, trying to run through a turnstile in time. On top of the domain there is a roulette wheel with numbers from 1 to 7. Depending on the odds that fell in the lobby depends on the victory. If the jackpot is not hit, the protagonist does not pass through the turnstile and you return to the lobby with 0 odds. If 3 of the same cards are drawn, the character successfully passes through the turnstile and Hikari enters the jackpot state. Hikari can also roll a rainbow ball that guarantees a jackpot. To do this, right-click on the domain barrier and select the cheat function. In the jackpot state, Hikari receives endless cursed energy that emanates from his body in the form of a green aura. Hikari also receives a powerful reverse curse technique that prevents him from dying, from losing an arm or leg, but if Hikari loses his head or the curse's energy source in the middle part of his body, he will die like all other people. He also becomes stronger physically. The jackpot state lasts exactly 4 minutes and 11 seconds. You can stop it in the context menu too. During the jackpot state, Hikari starts shaking. You can adjust the intensity of the shaking or turn it off by using the context menu of his head. If your jackpot comes to an end, you can reopen the Idle Death Gamble. In the context menu of the domain you have the choice to continue the game or start over. By clicking on the Idle Death Gamble first stage button, the domain will open from the beginning. If you choose to continue, click on the Idle Death Gamble second stage button. This will open the second stage cat variant with fast flying turnstiles and roulette and the odds from the previous jackpot. In this domain variant, your chances of jackpot are increased. The increased odds depend on the previous jackpot. If you hit odd numbers, your chance of winning the next jackpot will be increased by 70%. But if you hit even numbers, your odds will remain the same but the speed and number of roulette spins will increase. You can also change the music of the Hikari jackpot by replacing the Hikari theme file in the sounds folder in fashion with any of your music. First rename your music to the same name. We also made new sprites for Mojito Souls. They have become more creepy and more diverse. Now Sukuna's domain can only be called by Sukuna himself. Now, if Itadori eats Sukuna's fingers, then he will not be able to use domain expansion in his human form. But this does not remove the ability to issue the domain expansion to any Jujutsu system user. We fixed bug with the glasses. Now, when moving in stop time, the glasses move along with their wearer. Well, that's all I wanted to show in the new beta. It was very intense and got a lot of new content, like
That
Hikari.
was cool. Let's do the next one. I think we're gonna skip this one and go into 8.
If you love binge watching and you hate being interrupted by ads, you need Pi. It's a free browser extension that blocks ads on.
Hello guys! Finally, Beta 8.0 has been completed in development and now we can show you everything that has been added in this beta. A lot of new abilities, several characters, and many fixes have been added in the new beta. Be sure to watch the video to the end, because there will be an important announcement at the end of the video. Well, let's get started. I'd like to start this video with Kirara. Kirara is a Jujutsu sorcerer with 5,700 cursed energy. He has the ability of a love rendezvous. This is one of the most difficult abilities to understand in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, but we have tried to simplify it as much as possible, so that it is easier for you to use this ability. The most important thing in his ability is the stars. You can give any living creature stars, numbered from 1 to 5. You can add a star by clicking on the Add Star button. Any identical stars will attract each other from a distance. This feature can be disabled by clicking the Disable Push Back Some Stars option. Different stars without a space between them, for example 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, will change places when their users touch. Users of stars with a gap of more than 1 digit will be repelled when approaching each other. In addition to all this, in the settings menu of the Love Rendezvous, you can delete stars, set pushback distance, disable pushback same stars, disable swap close stars, and delete creatures to which you have given stars. Simple Domain and Hollow Wicker Basket have been changed. We have removed the ability to enter a pose in the context menu. Now instead, when you click on Domain Activation, the character immediately gets into a pose. We have improved the charge aura. Now the effects look much better than before, and the aura of electricity now follows the user. Depending on the charge power, Kashimo eyes glow more. The higher the charge power, the more the eyes begin to glow. Mythical Beast Amber has also received changes. Now you can customize the Amber aura options. You can change color, speed, size, and layer of aura. The visual Mythical Beast Amber mode is available for all ordinary creatures. Everyone can use it, except for custom creatures such as Maharaga or Ajido. Albatross mode has been completely reworked. Now, instead of single shots, Mechamara charges a strong beam that destroys everything in its path. Yuro Takako has been added to our mod. She has some interesting mechanics and abilities, 2 skins, and 30,000 cursed energy, so let's get to them. You can activate sky manipulation in the context menu of the hand, and in the context menu of the head. Yuro has 7 abilities: Uzumaki, Sky Slice, Sky Protection, Thin Icebreaker, Teleport, Fly, and Invisibility. Let's start with Uzumaki. Uzumaki ability allows you to create a rapidly spinning spiral that attracts all objects nearby. This is a very powerful ability because it can kill several opponents at the same time. Sky Slice very strongly throws back the object that was hit. Sky Protection creates a shield that protects against physical impact on Yuro. The user of the ability can pass through the shield while other creatures cannot. Thin Icebreaker creates a powerful beam that pushes and deals damage to the enemy the beam hit. You can also set a push power multiplier, and we have made a convenient multiplier selection menu for you all. The next ability is Teleportation. After activation, click on the place where you want to teleport the creature. Fly ability allows you to soar above the ground without fear of falling.
Dead.
The last ability is Invisibility. Yuro can become invisible by distorting the space around him. Also, if you place an object next to it, it can also be made invisible. In addition to these abilities, Yuro has a reversed curse technique and cursed energy reinforcement. Well, that was all what I wanted to say about Yuro. Let's move on to the next changes. Now the color of the aura of power automatically changes to the color of the aura user, and settings for the aura of power have also been added. You can change energy boost, aura color, aura speed, aura size, and aura layer. We also added Iori Hazanoki. He has 10,000 cursed energy, reversed cursed technique, hollow wicker basket and one new ability. His ability is called Flesh Ripper. You can find this ability in the context menu of the hand. With his ability, he can rip out his eyes. His eyes have one very special ability. If you press the F button, or touch it, the eye will explode. Until Iori Hazanoki regenerates his eye, he will not be able to use the Flesh Ripper. We have improved the hitting system, now the punches are more responsive. We've added a new special grade curse, Kororushi. He has 16,000 cursed energy, special weapon, and new abilities. You can remove or return his coat using the context menu of his back. Let's start with the cursed cockroach's arm. You can enable it in the context menu of the hand, as well as choose which abilities Kororushi will use. His first ability is Cockroach's Throw. After activation, Kororushi gathers its cockroaches into one point, and after a couple of seconds they fly in all directions. When hit, cockroaches cause huge damage. The next ability is Cockroach's Wind. It creates a powerful stream of cockroaches that can kill an ordinary person in a second. The third ability creates cockroaches when hitting something. The fourth ability is Toxic Insect. This ability allows Kororushi to summon flying minions that carry eggs with acid on them. When the minions come into contact with something, they explode and scatter acid around them. The latter ability causes a swarm of flying cockroaches to follow your mouse. With set damage multiple, you can increase the damage that cockroaches will do. In addition to these abilities, the Kororushi have Flight and Cursed Cockroach's Aura. I completely forgot to say that Kororushi has a weapon. His weapon is called the Festering Life Sword. This is the one of the most powerful melee weapon in our mod. Kororushi can reach it by bringing his hand closer to the middle body and pressing the H button. I would also like to answer the frequent question of when the mod will be released and whether there will be updates. Version 10.0 will be the last version, after which the mod will be available in the Steam Workshop. Mod updates will most likely not be, or they will only be within bug fixes. And what we will do next you will choose yourself. In the community tab...
No! He answered the question. We're
on
watching
YouTube.
the newest one. 10! We're at 8.5! We need 1.5 more! Zero One Studio! Hurry up! You have to do it! For us!
I want to wish you all a happy new year. In honor of this, we want to give you a gift in the form of a 20% discount on a Giga subscription. It will last until February 19th, so have time to purchase. I would like to start the video with a rework of 10 shadows. We've changed everything from sprites to abilities and added new shadows. Divine Dog sprites have been completely redrawn. Animations such as normal state, running, and falling have also been added. We also added the ability to bite. Let's move on to their hybrid form. After being summoned, he starts running in a straight line and attacks anyone who gets in his way, after which he returns to the shadows. The next shadow is Round Deer. His main ability is healing. He is only able to heal within a certain radius of himself. If the target moves too far away, the deer will follow him. You can also select a target for heal in the context menu. The next shadow is Piercing Ox. After the summoning, the bull runs forward and rams everything in its path. Max Elephant has been added. His main weapon is his weight, with which he can destroy buildings, cars, and people. He can also shoot water with his proboscis. We added 2 variations of frogs. The first ones are ordinary. They attract objects with their tongue. The second is flying. They drag objects to the user of the technique. The next shadow is Orochi. He has 2 forms. The first one is attacking. The Orochi flies out of the shadows and impales everyone in its path. The second is the usual one. the Orochi can grab objects or hit them with his body. Rabbit Escape has received new features. Now, in addition to cloning themselves, rabbits can attack everyone ahead of the summoner. The next function allows the user of the technique to fly by pushing off rabbits. When the main rabbit dies, all abilities associated with Rabbit Escape will disappear. In the 10 Shadows menu, you can increase their power. The higher the number, the stronger they are. I would also like to mention that you can attach any shadow to a limb. Colorless limbs mean that nothing is attached to this limb. Red means that this limb is occupied. Megumi also received his domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden. In it, Megumi can endlessly summon his shadows, but if he leaves the domain, all the shadows will disappear. The next character in the update is Yorozu. She has 33,000 cursed energy, a new ability, and a new domain expansion. Well, let's get started.
That's all I care
Yorozu
about
has 5
was
abilities.
Megumi's domain. We're off this video.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
I clicked the wrong button, guys. Oopsies. But we're reacting.
Chicken jockey. Blinking spear. Blinking spear. Ender pearl. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking spear. And spear. The nether. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking spear. And spear. The nether. Blinking spear. Blinking spear. Ender pearl. Chicken jockey. Blinking spear. Blinking spear. Blinking spear. Ender pearl. Chicken jockey. Blinking spear. La 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 lava. Welcome to the stash. Chicken. Chicken jockey. Blinking spear. The nether. Blinking spear. Ender pearl. The nether. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking spear. And spear. Blinking.
Hello guys. Finally, Beta 8.
Wait. Guys, when this comes out, somebody contact me. Contact me in my comments, because I read my comments. Look. I can prove I read my comments.
Looks like I'm stuck in it. Man, I really wanted to finish that fight.
What? Hello, guys. What the heck is this?
Yeah, but at least I'm not knocked out like what Punch Man was. Alright guys, welcome back to another.
Bro, I don't. What? This? Because I don't know what he's talking about. Somebody tell me in the comments what he's talking about. I look at my comments. Look. I'm doing it right now.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is part 2 of
Why does my best friend always comment on my vids? Okay.
From Marvel Studios, summer begins.
I gotta think of what that I call it. I call it on most of my videos.
He just died. He actually just pooped to death. Oh, look at this kid. He said, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan." Oh.
Popular.
The most amount of steps. 2,000.
See? I reply. Oh, wrong. See? I reply. And I even even like this one. That one. No cap. See, I replied to my comments. And I think I replied to one.
Guys,
Yep, I replied to one.
I did have.
Guys, that's proof. That's proof. We're uploading this video.